Hey, what's going on guys? Cobra Lover here, and today I'm making a video about the time I went to Thailand a couple years back. So me and a couple of my buddies went there, and we basically did everything there is to do in Thailand. You know, we went to the beaches, we visited the capital. That was really cool. And I remember this one night that we were there, we went to this club, and I can't remember exactly what this club is called, but yeah, we went there. So at this club, you know, we were drinking, we were all having a good time, dancing, messing around. We were just doing our own thing. I remember that all that night, I couldn't take my eyes off this one chick, and I just saw her, and she was just amazing. She was probably about 5'5", 5'6", I would guess, and yeah, she just had like that model look to her. Yeah, you know, she just wasn't too skinny, wasn't too fat. She just bang on, had a beautiful figure. And I remember she was wearing this beautiful skin tight red dress, and she looked gorgeous in this thing. And so I just remember I was looking at her, and she was sitting there looking at me. I remember just, man, I really want to get my game on with this chick tonight. So you know, I walk over there and I start chatting her up, and I'm like, and so yeah, we just start talking about what we do, what we do with our lives. And she was surprised that I was from America because she said I looked a little bit Thai. I don't think so, but that's what she thought, so I was just gonna go along with it. So yeah, we were talking, and I was like, hey, you know what? I have it's just me in my hotel room. So do you want to come and stay with me for the night? And she's like, yeah, let's go. So we go down to my hotel room. We take a taxi there. So when we get back to my hotel room, we walk in. She's like, hey, you know what? I gotta go use the bathroom. So I'm like, okay, whatever. So yeah, so while she's in there, I go and I lay down on the bed, and I open a few of my buttons, you know, and I lower those, and I just lay there with my sex face on, and I'm like, yeah, I'm getting it on tonight. And so she comes out with this sexy satin night dress on, and it only slightly like went under her ass, and that's just how short it was. And yeah, you could tell it was so fitting that you could tell she wasn't wearing anything underneath it. So yeah, she just looked really hot in this thing. So I was thinking, okay, yeah, I'm definitely getting it on tonight. So yeah, so we start getting it on. She's like, okay, now let's take this slowly. She's like, yeah, let's take this slowly. So I'm like, okay, yeah, sounds good. So yeah, I had a bottle of champagne sitting there on the table. So I opened that champagne bottle, or she opens the champagne bottle up actually, and she hands it to me, and I pour us both a glass. Sorry about that. So yeah, I pour us both a glass, and so you know we're just sitting there drinking, and she's like, "Yeah, man, you know what's really hot?" She's like, "That's whenever a guy smokes, and in Thailand you can smoke a cigar anywhere." And so yeah, so she gives me this cigar to smoke, and I'm like, "Oh man, I really don't want to do this," so I just decide to do it. So I light it up, and she's so yeah, it's just me smoking, drinking some champagne with this sexy girl sitting on top of me. You know, it's just basically the lifestyle you want to be living. Any guy wants to be living that kind of life. So yeah, so just we were talking, and then she just eventually hits me with this bomb, and she's just like, before we do anything else, you know, where's the money? And I'm like, money? What money? She's like, you know, not everything comes for free. And I was like, okay. I didn't know you'd be charging me for this. You know, this isn't something that you need to do. She's like, well, what? Do you think everything's free in Thailand? I just was thinking, you know, I liked you, you liked me. I thought this was just sort of a mutual thing here. She's like, you know, you're a nice guy and all, but I gotta make a living too. I was like, oh, what the hell, you know? I'd gone too far to turn around at this point, so I was just like, oh, what the hell? Let's go ahead and pay for it. So I think I ended up paying something like $60 for it, which, you know, isn't that much. It's like, you know, a new video game or whatever. So yeah, I just thought, you know, let's carry on. So I give her the money, and she puts it in her bag. And so yeah, so she's like, okay, where were we? So we get back into the mood, and she dims the lights a little. So then all of a sudden, you know, it was probably this is probably the most shocking moment of my life, but not only did she charge me because she had to make money, but when I was putting my hand up her dress, I felt something on the side of her waist, and it was just a weird feeling thing there. And I go, what's this? What's this? And she goes, oh, just something I got surgically put on. I'm just thinking, oh, what the hell is this? So I go, yeah. Well, I say that's a bit weird. Why don't we turn up the light and why don't we take a look at it? So before she does that, she takes my finger and she puts it inside of her waist. It's like, what the hell? How'd you do that? So she turns up the light, and you wouldn't believe what the hell I saw down there. This woman, she had a vagina surgically put onto the side of her waist. I was like, what the hell is this? She was like, oh, it's just so I can make some money on the side. You get it? It was all just a joke. She has a vagina on the side of her leg so she can make some money on the side. No, you don't get it? Okay. I probably shouldn't tell jokes, but yeah, that was my attempt at a joke, guys. Thanks for watching. Peace.